Summer Sweep Up Slayer and Misk. We are back for more Summer Sweep Ups. This time, we're revisiting that dedicated Slayer QOL banner from our RuneFest roadmap and bringing you a handful of other tweaks too. What? Okay, hold on. Dude, I feel like I'm like a girl at a Justin Bieber concert. Looking for combat and PVM changes. That was the first Summer Up Sweep Up blog. You might also want to check out the separate update which dealt with Tombs of Amasakus loot changes. Don't know what that is, but we ain't gonna spoil. Today though, we're kicking things off with the fan favorite Slayer. That's us. That's us, by the way, chat. If you're new here, that's us. All right. Once you get a grip with Slayer, you unlock access to great training methods, lucrative loot tables, and exclusive bosses. But if you've ever introduced a friend to this iconic skill, you'll know that actually understanding it is half the battle. Today's changes fix some long-standing issues with Slayer. We're giving you more flexibility when setting up tasks and more time to actually slay things instead of scheming your way up to scam Tyrael. Hold on. Bro, call. Hold on, we gotta get coach in here. We need coach here. We need coach. Coach. Cachiche. Yo, Cachiche.
Yo.
Look at this. This just came out. I need your intel on this.
I didn't get a chance to read it. I legit just opened it.
Oh, I haven't read it. I haven't read it either. Hold on. I'm sharing screen too. We can read it together.
All right. Yeah, I haven't read it yet, so this will be my first time looking at it.
Okay, so they were just talking about some it's just hype up text. I'm at block list changes. Just hype up text here. Block list changes. Ever since Crystalia arrived, players have been begging for a wilderness specific block list. Who can blame them? It's laborious, time consuming, expensive to raise your block list every time you want to dabble in wilderness Slayer and then swap back to regular Slayer afterwards. We've been unable to deliver this in the past because it's been proved too technically challenging. But now we have the technology. We want to go even bigger. Give every Slayer master their own block list. You won't need to unset and reset your blocks as you progress, and you'll be able to optimize your block list to achieve different goals. A Tyrael block list that gets rid of the nuisance tasks while you're boosting points, and Duradel block list setup for best XP per hour, and Neve list for maximum Inferno tasks. The world's your oyster. Holy crap!
Not going to lie, this is probably gonna change the Slayer meta a lot.
This is big.
Yeah, my guess is it's gonna be something like you would have a Duradel block list, or in your case, Neve at this point, have something fully set up, then have a full Tyrael block list, and you would just do Duradel. If you get a bad task, go to Tyrael, and then go from there.
So now it's actually worth to do Tyrael.
Well, okay, wait. It's hard to say now because I mean this legit just got released. We need to actually run the calcs and stuff, which people will run eventually.
Yeah, but now
that's gonna be my guess. There's a very high chance that's gonna be the case.
But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess too much for me because sadly I'm such a new account. I don't have we got to read more. Maybe they give us more blocks, but I only have 2 blocks. I don't have like 7 blocks.
Well, that's what I originally told you, where it's pretty typical to get a decent amount of quest points before going for a whole 99 Slayer. Like, remember, you legit chose the hardest skill to get an untrimmed cape in. So, that's also why I mentioned the Barrow's Gloves. Like, even if you don't want to get Barrow's Gloves, you have to look at it like you're getting 4 blocks as well because they're so close to 200 quest points, you know?
Really? So I get 4. So then it might be even worth, I mean, having 7. What if we had 7 blocks on Tyrael?
That's usually meta to have 7 blocks before going for 99 Slayer.
Really?
But you need a quest point cape. I think if you do that, you'll legit train too many other combats and stuff.
Yeah,
so I don't think I'm sending you to do that.
But this won't mean you're throwing points away. As this update, different Slayer Masters will have different price blocks. So Tyrael will be 40 points a block.
That's really cheap in a good way.
That's massive. We were doing 100, I think 150, right?
Yeah, 100.
100. So Neve is 90 points now, so that's a little bit lower. So everything. Now, what about the Wildy? Can we now start doing some Wildy jutsu?
Problem is, if you go to Wildy, you're gonna die, and
I don't care.
You're gonna lose your hardcore status.
I don't care. I don't care about hardcore.
Not even just that. I don't think Wildy is that significantly better for you when you have like chat helping you and stuff. So yeah, I think for the most part you should avoid it.
Okay, there's some more here. We're not even halfway done, so maybe we're having too much of a conversation. So when these changes go live, your current block list will be reset, and any points spent will be refunded. So that means
you're gonna get, if you have 2 blocks right now, you're gonna get 200 points back.
Will I still have the blocks or no?
No, it's gonna be completely empty.
Completely
but I mean, you would
empty,
just reblock them when you got them.
Cool.
This is probably the best way they could have done it because it lets people like fix their block lists for free.
Yeah. If you're cringing at the thought of having to set up an entire list again while waiting for the worst task to pop up, think again. We're also doing a Slayer Master UI refresh. Do you hear this, JC?
Oh, that's insane.
Do you hear this? We might not even have to set this shit up. Are you
saying
we
this
can
is
just...
big.
Are you saying we can just...
And look, it has the percentage chance of every task you get too, showing in it.
Oh my God, dude. What a timer.
That's
what
really
a time.
cool.
What a time for me, huh? This list...
Yeah, no, this is really cool.
This list shows every NPC as a Slayer Master can assign, the quantity that they can be assigned, and the percentage chance of you being assigned it with your current block unblock setup, and a tick box to show you whether the task isn't able to be assigned, not unblocked, or not unlocked or blocked. So now we could set up the highest percentage and make sure we're just getting the number crunch of like the best chance of Scurious, the best chances of like blood velves and everything.
Exactly.
Whoa. So going forward, every Slayer Master will be able to show you which task they can currently assign and the percentage chance of them assigning each task and quantity of the monster you might be asked to slay on each task. Best of all, you'll be able to block all the tasks you want from the same interface without having to wait to receive the task. That is so crazy.
That is really good.
Yeah. If you like the old-fashioned way, you can still wait and block. It's up to you. So here we go. Early game point changes. One of the issues facing new Slayers is that Slayer points can be hard to come by if you're engaging with the skill as intended. No new player wants to hear that task sucks. What you should do is 49 Tyrael tasks, killing rats. Hey, I wish.
Well, that's what you did.
That's what I want to do. And birds, and then Konar task, and then do it again 5 minutes, and then you can start playing. We are counteracting this by giving Mescha and Vinaka a little nudge. Slayer points aren't exactly a precious resource, and we reckon these two are being a little stingy when it comes to appropriate rewarding new players. Currently, Mescha gives 2 points per task, and Vinaka gets 4 points per task. Here's what we're suggesting instead. Massa gives 6 points per task, 30 points every 10th task, 90 points every 50th. So it's just points from the task, not actual Slayer XP.
Yeah, this is also completely irrelevant for you because you already have Neve unlocked. These masters you'll never go back to anyway. This is like early game.
Well, what does this mean though for players? Because when I look at this as a new player, in my mind, I don't care about task points. What I care about is actual Slayer XP. And I was always so mad when I finish a task, there's no boost for actually doing the task. I feel like
the boost is the Slayer points, which was so minimal beforehand. So yeah, I mean, for a new player, as someone like if you're brand new and don't know what Tyrael is, this is really good for you because I think most people just log in the game, go to their highest combat level Slayer Master, like Vanica or whatever, and just do whatever's assigned to them. So this is good for them. If they knew about Tyrael, I'm guessing that would probably still be meta. But I mean, this is good for the people that don't know about Tyrael, don't.
Yeah.
Because I mean, no one's just going to start the game and know about it. You have a lot of resources, which is why you know about it.
Absolutely. No, 100%. I just wish, like, when I was reading this, I still feel like I'm a new player. And the one thing that I kind of wanted, but maybe it just breaks the whole thing and just makes it way too easy, is when I do a task, I do feel like I wish I got an actual Slayer XP bonus, or I could use my Slayer points towards XP. The same way you go to Brimhaven, the same way you go to Temporos, the same way you go to Winter Dot, the same way, you know, like you finish a mini game and you go and like cash in the prize. It would be so epic. I could use my points for actual Slayer XP. So then I can feel like I'm doing tasks and getting a lot of big points and then be able to dump that in and get more XP. Because it is really just, damn, I'm kind of feeling like I'm really getting nowhere. And I think it's only particular if I want 99 on trim. I feel this only in the case of 99 on trim.
Slayer in general is probably the worst, one of the worst things that were like thought out before this blog post. But a lot of people don't know how important or how good Slayer points are when they're new to the game. Like
Yeah.
the problem with Slayer was it was such a hard thing to understand because there's so much information that no one's gonna know.
Yeah.
Like see how like it shows like the percent for each task. Like
Yeah.
if you
No one's
look
gonna
deep
know.
into it, and we figured that out for you already. Like I already told you, like you have a 4.2.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
4.04.
I don't know how you
But
figured
yeah,
out the
that's what I'm
text.
saying. Like most people are not going to be able to figure that out. So
Yeah.
the fact that making it accessible for everyone is very good.
Yeah, it is. It is epic. I will say, I'm a little gatekeepy. I'm just saying, bro. I wish. Hey, man, my baby. Oh man, it's epic though, because I think this. I love Slayer about the game, and I think this is definitely gonna make it. It's still complicated. People still have to learn all the things, but this is definitely really good.
No, this is a huge step in the right direction. If not, like it solves a lot of the early issues.
So we have unlock point costs. Outside of skipping and blocking tasks, you also have an option to extend them. Unlock new tasks and add some QOL improvements to existing and unlock new features like superior Slayer creatures. So outside of skipping and blocking, you've been able to option to extend them. Is that a thing ever before?
1 sec. Let me. I lost track. You can only extend certain things. If they're saying you can extend everything, that's kind of big.
So reduce bigger and badder from 150 to 50 points. There are a lot lower level Slayer monsters with superior variants, but by the time the Slayer is unlocked, this perk, they're well past these and skip the entire. Yes, that is massive. For example, Canifis in the castle or any superior for the most part, I'm not even killing them because I'm on to the next one. That's
this
epic.
Is a good change.
Task storage.
And most people as well don't know about tutorials. So like most people, the crawling hands you did do because you knew about tutorial, most people aren't even doing those.
Yeah, that's actually bunkai. Task storage from 1,000 to 500 points. This system's pretty cool, but only niche usage. We're hoping that bumping the initial unlock post or cost down and refunding you the difference if you've already purchased this will make it appealing to unlock. What is the task storage?
Oh, I actually love task storage. I use it myself. Basically what it does is let's say it's late at night, you want to go to bed soon, but you get assigned, I don't know what's your favorite task. Let's say you're just turtle skipping forever. You get assigned Scurious. You don't want to do it yet. You want to wake up and do it the next morning. You would put it in your task storage and go do more Slayer. And then you can potentially get another Scurious task and wake up the next morning and just send them back to back. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think someone told me about that. So now it's going to go from 1,000 to 500.
Yeah, 1,000 is a lot of points. I only really recommend it for late game, but I mean, it's just QOL. It's not really faster, but it's really nice to have. And I think once this is out and 500 points and you're caught up on Slayer, you have all the other unlocks first. I probably am going to recommend it to you. I
mean, it's pretty dope too because they're now boosting the points and reducing the cost of everything, so it should be easier to even hit 500.
Well, I think your points are going to be the same. The only points that are changing are really, really early game, assuming you don't tutorial. You're doing Neve now, so that's not changing at all, I don't think.
Reduce ring bling from 300 to 150. There are so many higher priority unlocks early on that this one gets deprioritized. By the time you have enough spare points to consider it, it's barely even worth to unlock. Slug Salter and Reptile Freezer reduced to 10 points. These cost far too many points to where they're actually relevant, and especially considering how minor their impact. What is this ring bling? What is this?
10 points is good. Okay, ring bling allows you to craft Slayer rings, which can like teleport you to the Mauritania Slayer Tower or teleport you to like Neve's Cave. It's going to be really good for getting the task quicker. I believe it's 75 crafting requirement to make the rings. I have to double check it. I think it's 75 though, which is why I haven't mentioned it yet. But it's very good to get early on.
Okay. Ooh,
and
dragon tasks.
Later you're going to get it as well. Yeah, let's see what the dragon task is. One could be extended or interesting.
As a part of Project Rebalance last year, we removed dragons from the task lists as some of the early game Slayer Masters, which was well received. The problem is that even later in the game, there are so many types of dragon tasks that they still crop up more often than some of you would like. While we think blue dragon tasks have their place either from iron banking prayer XP or players wanting to fight Vorkath, and black dragon tasks are quite couple of points at the baby black dragons in Tal'Vori. Metal dragons are a different beast entirely. We've liked to combine bronze, iron, steel, mithril, adamant, and rune dragons into a single meta dragons task. We've also bumped the default quantity to 20 to 40 and let you extend metal dragon tasks up to 150 to 200. This means in theory you could slay 200 rune dragons at a time if you like. put that
That's
into me.
really big for you specifically. I don't think you're ever gonna kill rune dragons going for untrimmed slayer.
Okay.
So you're probably not gonna get the quest done. I don't think this means much for you. I originally told you steel dragons and stuff are gonna be a skip and or block. I'm assuming you can block them. Because if they said wait, hang on, where's the waiting? The waiting of the task can be combined into metal dragon tasks. Assuming you can block metal dragons, this is huge.
Because then I can,
like
if I
it
block
gives a
Elven.
lot of extra. It gives a lot of extra potential good tasks that you can get.
So what it's technically saying is I can now block the metal dragons, and I'm blocking all of the dragons.
Yeah, because previously, like, you know how you blocked, what did you block?
Black demons, and then you get greater demons.
Yeah, those were 9 waiting and 8 waiting. For reference, iron dragons usually are 5 or 6, and steel are also 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So now combine those, plus add black dragons to it, which is like 3. It's probably gonna be a total waiting of like 12 or 13 is my guess. I don't know. I'm not looking at the sheet right now.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a really good block.
That is going to be a massive block. So then our rotation is going to be way more consistent trying to get the blood velds.
Exactly.
Wow. The weight, but I do question, I don't know if you know off the top of your head, is it just steel dragons that drop the dragon plate legs? Because I really want dragon plate legs. I don't like, do any of the other dragons, or is it really
late game? A lot of random bosses drop it. Like, I know Duke drops it. If you look at the wiki for dragon plate legs, it'll say everything in the entire game that drops it.
Cool. All right.
Something I do want you to consider is the prayer legs. When you're at the point of using prayer in every task, will legit be better than the dragon legs.
Yeah, but like how much? I mean, are we talking like a 3%, or are we talking a 50%?
It's more well, assuming you're committed to using prayer no matter what, it's just going to be you have to get more prayer pots. And
True.
if you're going to enjoy wanting to do that or not wanting to do that, it's probably going to be a pretty big difference in prayer pot or prayer point usage.
Yeah.
So I just want you to take that into consideration.
So weighing off existing tasks would be combined into metal dragons tasks, but a little lower than the sum of their parts, meaning you'd see better tasks more often. That is so bunkai, by the way. I do think on this journey so far, I've gotten horrible RNG whenever it comes to like going up to the highest level master and being like, awesome, hell yeah, dude, I'm here. I got my sword and shield in hand. I got my sick armor. I'm here to go slay some awesome monsters and get some sick gear. And then it's like, boom, shit task. I'm like,
that's exactly how low level Slayer is, and that's why no one likes low level Slayer. That's like, you had bad RNG, but that's also normal to like have that kind of RNG when you're doing it because it's just so bad.
Yeah. So ultimately, this means that rather than having multiple feels bad skip tasks, you wind up with just one, or you can block them out entirely if you like. It's worth noting that some of the defense changes outlined in the first Summer Swamp or Summer Sweep Up log, they'll likely be a little more appealing than they currently are. So maybe give a task or two a go before blocking them forever. Huh.
I was going to recommend you the same since you mentioned the Dragon Plate legs, like even before this post. Like, go try a Steel Dragon task.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll like it, and I don't think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be worth it, but you can give it a try, see if you like it personally, and then you can go from there.
So we have herbs. This last change addresses a common point of frustration with loot from the mid-game tasks.
Ooh.
You've saved your points, grab the elusive herb sack, set on another task, and oops, you suddenly inventory is full of noted herbs. The space-saving QOL unlock you worked hard for isn't saving you much space at all. We'd like to make low quantities of noted herbs drops unnoted so that they can easily be stacked in your trusty sack. Here's a full list of creatures whose noted herbs we'd like to convert to unnoted herbs drops. Keep in mind that they only drop 1 to 3 herbs at a time, so your herb sack will be proved pretty useful. Wait. I haven't bought a herb sack before.
Herb sack is from Tithe Farm. You're not going to spend points on it. It's like 2 hours of Tithe for it.
Okay.
But all these monsters listed, I don't think you're going to be doing anyway.
Okay. But shout out to the boys that are rocking the herb sack. I think this is good. I hope it's good.
Sorry, just let me mention the herb sack and seed box before 80 Slayer you're probably going to want. Right now, just keep doing what you're doing, but that's just something for later. They're from Tithe Farm. They take about 4 hours to get both. It's not that bad.
Okay. We have other changes. Golem and Gargoyles. This one is perhaps a Slayer adjacent, so it makes sense to start here. If you're wondering what on earth is Golem Bane, Golem Bane is, take a look at the Baronite Mace, which boasts a damage bonus golem or a damage bonus against golems outside of free to play. It's not that useful. We're looking to give those same qualities to the granite hammer, a 30% increase in damage against stony enemies. Naturally, you might be thinking, okay, cool, but when am I ever going to kill golems? And you're totally right, which is why we're adding more enemies into this pool with the goal of giving granite hammer a beyond training strength on a 50 attack pure. This means we'd be giving the granite hammer a 30% damage increase against gargoyles by giving them golem tag, including dusk, dawn, and superiors. This should make it super appealing option and less of a feels bad drop from the grotesque guardians, and it might even become your best option. Does that kind of lock in some here?
So for you personally as an Iron Man, you have to kill the boss to get the hammer. So I'm gonna guess not really that useful for you.
Yeah.
If you were a normal account not doing Untrimmed Slayer, that would be big because you would kill the boss so you got the hammer, and then you would do gargoyles because you probably will do gargoyles. They drop steel bars, like not even just ores. They legit just straight up drop steel bars that you can pick up and turn into cannonballs.
Boom. And we love that because we're saving for, maybe a little last stretch here. Cannonball jutsu. Okay. Mage Training Arena rune pouch. Had enough of Mage Training Arena? We didn't think so. Especially some quality. Okay, is this Slayer anymore or no?
No, but this is pretty big. You can get rune pouch from this instead of LMS.
I don't know what a rune pouch is.
So a rune pouch, you know how you have 3 runes to teleport to Varrock? You can put all 3 in one pouch and just have it in one slot.
Whoa. Okay.
But the problem is no one likes getting it because you can only get it from a PvP minigame that's like very bot heavy, which is why they're saying here like no one likes getting it, which is annoying. But I don't know how long it'll take in Mage Training Arena to get it with these numbers they gave, but I'm assuming it's pretty good and worth doing at some point.
Okay.
Which is pretty good.
So if you're dreading the thought of last man standing, if you didn't want to spend hours slaying without a rune pouch, then boy, we have got a thematically appropriate change for you. For the low cost of 150 telekinetic points, 150 graveyard points, and 1500 enchantment points, and 200 alchemy points, you can be a proud owner of the brand new rune pouch. It's the same existing rune pouch, but this should be a nice middle ground in terms of time to obtain between LMS and Slayer while making a whole lot of sense and banking you some handy magic XP along the way. So that's kind of big.
MTA is really good early game magic XP, by the way.
Which one is?
Magic Training Arena, the place where you get the rune pouch from. This is really good magic XP for early games. So this would be good for finishing off your level 70 if you ever did it.
Well, I was doing the library and I got no HP.
Oh, wait, that is true. Well, this is also no HP.
Okay, but you also get the rune pouch, so it might be worth.
Yeah. Someone said it's 30% cheaper than Bones to Peaches, and Bones to Peaches takes, I think, 4 hours. Okay. So it would be like a 2.5 to 3 hour grind.
Dude, that's not.
And if you buy it with Slayer points, it's like 750 points. That's never worth it. Like, you'd rather use 750 points anywhere else.
Okay, dude, this is massive. I mean, listen, coming from World of Warcraft, we don't get this. This is this is new. This is completely new. This is crazy.
No. You should get. I mean, I want to say you should get used to this because I mean the devs are very good with turning or making stuff directly from the community suggestions and turning it into the game. They've always been good at that. So I mean, people have been asking for Slayer for a long time, and now it's finally happening. But yeah, I mean, it's very good and very well done.
Showback getting 99 untrimmed Slayer inspired it. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. JC, it's been a hell of a run, dude. Moon keys, don't know what these are, but before you say it, the rates on these are not bugged and have been working as intended. Now we'll say it. What is intended here is absolutely miles of what's reasonable for combat halves. Skilling halves were more common than intended on account and shooting stars, providing them to players. We're adjusting the formula here to make tooth half of moon keys considerably more attainable. What? These are the keys that drop, right? Off of mobs?
No. So these are actually completely separate to the tooth and loop half that you've been getting. Okay, these are only on Varlamore, and they give a cosmetic that's like really rare. Like if you go on drop rate for it, it's like thousands of hours. It's not a collection lock slot or whatever. It's legit just for fun item.
Got it. So they're making it a little bit more accessible.
Rare.
Well, that's not like insane.
I think it's untrade. No. It might be like I don't have the numbers in my head, but it's probably going from like a 6,000 hour grind to a 4,000 hour. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's still going to be
the
a
item
goddamn
means
grind.
Nothing. It's just a cool cosmetic that no one grinds for. Yeah.
So then we have Keep in mind that Valimor, the Final Dawn feature, more sources of these key halves too, which should have drop rates in line with these adjustment offering. We're also adding the Helmet of the Moon to the collection log. It's tough to obtain, but it is a collectible.
Oh, they are adding it to the collection log. Wow.
Boom. So I guess you have to go for it now, right? You said you're collecting everything on your guy?
I mean, I am. Oh, wait, looking at these rates, actually, they're going from 1 in 1,500 to 1 in 250. That's like 6 times more common.
There it is.
That's crazy. Yeah. I did not expect them to do that.
So wait, we have the Moon Helm right here. Let's pull this up. Whoa.
It looks very, yeah.
This is some Shakespeare. You know what this would look sick with? I think this would look really cool with some Third Age. Like, this has that Third Age knight style, I feel like, all over it. It's kind of like this Renaissance
It has the
knight.
same kind of like rarity as a Third Age, so yeah, I could see it.
I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like it's like some Elden Ring knight that is kind of like very high, like a Lucarian knight. Some sort of Lucarian. I don't know if you ever played Elden Ring, but
no, but
it's pretty cool. So then we have the last bit is the Arceus spell tweaks.
Arceus. That's the spell book. I don't think you were on it when you were using your Ensouled Heads if you used them.
Yes, the reanimation. So we reduced the fire rune cost of Demon Bane spells shortly after Yama's release, since it was a tad overbearing and overextended trips. We're proposing a few more changes in a similar vein. I love how we're saying we're proposing. I like that. I really like that. Because I'm new to the game, but I feel like as someone who's playing the game and loves the game and been playing it for 20 years, it's really nice that it's like we're proposing, not, hey, we're doing this, no ifs, ands, and buts.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to get feedback. It's always going to, well, in this specifically, it's going to be positive feedback because, I mean, these are good changes.
Yeah.
They're usually good changes as well. So, yeah, it's just they propose it, good changes. If you ever seen like a proposal that wasn't good, people are very vocal about it, and then they'll go back and change it.
Yeah, I like this. It's nice.
Really
it's
nice.
comforting. It's comforting.
Yeah.
We have some rune costs and outliers in terms of progression, and we are adjusting the dark membrane to cost 1 soul rune, 4 chaos, 7 fires. This means you're swapping a soul rune for a chaos rune. These spells shine a little easier in your journey or against Yama himself, and we felt that 2 soul runes was a bit much for the frequency with which you're casting these spells, especially since they require 90 rune crafting to make yourself. Thank you. That's, I mean, as someone who does GOTR, 90 rune crafting is a fleet, so I can respect that. And then, yeah, having to pump GOTR on a 2 rune cost, that is hefty. So that's a nice change.
Yeah, this is a pretty good change. These spells are really expensive when you're starting Yama like relatively like mid game instead of like end game. Like I was end game already when it came out, so it wasn't that bad. But I saw a lot of people using a lot of runes and running out of GP and stuff. So this is pretty good for them.
There it is. There it is. JC gives the green light. We're also tweaking the rune cost of summoning thralls. Our logic here is simplifying the number of different runes you're required to bring to make the Arceus spellbook work. We're proposing that greater resurrection spells should have their 5 blood rune costs adjusted to 4 soul runes. While this feels a little at odds with the move away from high soul rune costs for Demon Brain, our rationale is that you're casting these spells far less often than repeated Demon Bane spells, and this alleviates some inventory pressure for proper Arceus usage. And with that, you're up to speed. Let us know what you make of this batch of proposals. It's small but mighty, but if it all goes smoothly, you'll see some in-game later this summer.
Nice.
Damn it, so I don't even get any of this benefit while I'm grinding. Am I going to be the last gen? I'm going to be the last gen of 99 untrim scuff.
If you get it before all these changes, you can say you got it while it was respectable.
Hey, damn! Starry Goblin, you hear that? Damn, JC just said it.
Dude, okay, that's a meme. Just to be clear, that's a meme. The changes aren't that like they're big and they will make it easier, but it's a meme. So
I mean, look, listen, bro. They're giving the percentages out. Each person gets their own block list. Fewer points, they get more task points. I mean, it's practically fucking free at this point.
It won't be as free as you're thinking. I mean, it will be free in the sense that it'll be it's just hours at this point. We're at the points where it's just hours.
Yeah, I do think this, I don't know, I guess I'm a little bit gatekeepy because I'm crossing over the line of like, I'm going to do this degeneracy, but if I didn't have you, JC, it would take so much research and it would take so much for me to even like.
Yeah, exactly
again,
what I'm saying. Like you have to. Most of these changes are gonna be for the majority of the game. When you
Yeah.
have a resource, like resources from chat, or like resources from me, like giving you these numbers, that
Yeah.
this is like very, very end game, very resourceful.
Yeah.
99.999% of people are not gonna have that.
And this, I think, is for mostly just like the actual 99, probably not untrimmed, because this doesn't really change anything with untrimmed too much. I guess the only nice thing is
No.
can...
In terms of untrimmed, not much. But the metal dragon for everyone, including yourself, when you could just block those, that'll be really nice because that's gonna be a new block.
Yeah, but we're gonna be done by
that.
that. We're gonna be done by then.
I don't know if you'll be done with 99 Slayer. I mean, like I said, it depends on your hours. Like once you get prayer pots, you're comfortably just sipping prayer pots, turning on Pray Million Ultimate Strength. Maybe you'll see a realistic end game or end time goal of it.
Wait, when does
But,
summer end? When does summer end? Lab, they can't change the cape. I already asked them. It's this really weird tech thing. So August.
Yeah, it ends at end of September. So you have a month and a half. So I mean, if you get a consistent 15, 20k an hour, hopefully closer to 20, and then you 0 times on cannonballs, and that averages out the XP per hour to probably the same, maybe you'll be done by then. If it's like legit the last day of summer, but
yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty dang close. But yeah,
I mean, if you're talking 20k an hour, you're talking 600 hours for 99, not including the preps. Which I mean, I don't know if you want to do 200-300 hour months or what. But
well,
I mean, it probably won't be done by then.
I typically do, what is it, Twitch tracker? I typically do 300 hours a month. If I'm gaming, I do 300 hours a month.
Right, but the problem is, I said that's without the prep. So you throw in the prep since you're an iron. Like you're gonna have to do 300 hours of Slayer. Then on top of that, you're gonna have to do 50 hours of cannonballs, 50 hours of making moonlight malts, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah. What an awesome little post though.
Yeah, no. I'm actually really excited to see the separate block list for Turiel and Durtha. I think that's the biggest thing for
I wonder
me, and I mean that'll help you as well.
Yeah, I mean, we can use it. We'll try to use it as much as we can if we're there. I mean, having 4 skips on Turiel and then also having 4 skips on everything else, I just imagine the flow would be crazy.
And the barrel's gloves giving 3 max hits, like you'll have to bracelet swap, or maybe you won't bother because it's too much effort. But I mean, if that's 3 max hits, that's probably a 10% faster DPS, if not more. Like it's pretty big.
Yeah, no, the team cooked. You guys cooked, man. So yeah, the Moth's call, dude. Thank you for jumping on. JC, thank you.
No problem. This is a really good blog post. I'm happy we got to read it together as well, because I mean it was pretty cool to go through.
Yeah, it was really sick. That was the first kind of little post thing that I saw from Jagex, and like
Golem wasn't joking when he said you're gonna love this one, because the second he said that, I thought, okay, it's the Slayer blog, because people have been asking when the Slayer blog's coming out for like a month now or something like that. So the second he said you're gonna love it, I'm like, okay, it's finally the Slayer blog. It's time.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. All right, brother. Well, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna do rumors until my eyes bleed.
Yep. Take care. Good luck on 73 Hunter. You'll have prayer pots the end of the day.
Cheers. Peace.
See ya.
JC. Hey, that's JC for everyone. That is JC. God damn. Bunkai.